This is the Voices of Misery podcast. This show isn't for the easily offended, so PC Police on Patrol stand by. You've been warned. Now, let's join the nerd and nerdette with another podcast for that ass.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's another episode of the Voices of Misery podcast. I'm, of course, one half of the nerds. I'm the nerd, and you are?
The nerdette.
Thank you for...
No fucking energy. No fucking energy.
Today's going to be an interesting episode because I have a nice, large bottle of water next to me, and I've been drinking a lot of water today, which means I'm getting sick.
That's not what that means. You wanted to detox today.
Yeah. Well, I
mean, please don't say you're getting sick, because you start work next week. Well,
the thing is like, since I've been out of work, it's been a nonstop party. I mean, I would probably say, if I've been out of work for 60 days, we probably drank about 57 of them, you know? Mm-hmm. It's absolute insanity, so a lot of drinking has been going on. But I start work exactly 1 week from Monday, so it's going to be very cool. And I actually could have started work today with the first job that said yes. But that was a, inbound kind of deal where I would work from home. And one of those work from home things is like, you don't know if it's ever going to stick or if it's going to go away. You're going to get outsourced. You don't really have much faith in those kinds of jobs because I had, a work at home job before. And I remember we got outsourced and it was like the worst feeling in the world. So it's like that can happen at any time. I kind of wanted to work in a location outside of the home, and it's really close to home too. It's only about like a 15-minute drive. But that one would have started today. I would have had orientation today. But instead I was like, you know what, we talked about it, and we weighed the pros and cons and chose the other jobs. It pays more, obviously, which is better. But yeah, I mean, one more week ain't going to kill us. So like I was saying, I was drinking a lot of water today, and I'm just trying to detox a little bit, feel better. And I feel great. It's just,
I couldn't fill up these damn water bottles quick enough.
Jesus,
and then last night, I don't know, I've been waking up a lot at night to go get a drink because my throat gets dry. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's because the heat's on or what the fuck. So I woke up last night, and I drank probably half a bottle of water. I'm like, I'm going to bring this in there in case I wake up and I'm thirsty again. Immediately when I come in, you were awake and you're like, is that water? and then you drink the rest of it and then hand me an empty bottle. And I'm like, motherfucker. So
we're like these two fucking schmucks wandering the desert. Is that water? Is that water? Water.
I mean,
we're anything for water.
God, whatever.
I drank a lot of water today. I drank more water than I think I've ever had in a single day today.
I know. I went out there and I think I filled up 9 bottles and then you emptied another one afterwards in front of me, and now you have another big one. And that's almost done.
Huge 1 liter bottle of Aquafina.
And then Jenna just emptied one out there, and I'm just like, what? I can't keep them full.
I'm fucking crushing water tank, man. I'm crushing that shit. But did you know that you can actually die from drinking too much water?
I said that to you.
No, I know it's true because I did research on it this morning because I drank so much in such a short time.
I knew that a couple years ago. You can drown from the inside or something.
My fucking throat felt weird. My throat felt really weird. My chest felt weird, and I'm like laying there and I'm like, shit, man, what the fuck is going on? Mm-hmm. So I looked it up, and I remember hearing this a long time ago. You could die from drinking too much. It's like poison after a while.
You don't even have to be in the pool or anything. It's just like you drown.
Yeah, you overload your body. So I felt like I was doing it, and I was just laying in bed and like tossing and turning. My chest started hurting a little bit. I'm like, oh fuck this, man! I drank way too much, and thankfully I was peeing like a maniac. It was coming out of both ends, it was crazy. So,
well, we don't need to hear that.
Well, I mean, which leads me to believe that I am getting a little something because the girls had it, and I feel like something's going on. So that's why we wanted to record this episode and put it out.
And get sick tonight, then.
Yeah, when I recorded this one, put it out. So we had one in the can, and just in case I got sick and couldn't record. So this one is our in the can episode. So we just didn't want to leave our people hanging. How was your week?
Well,
so far. I mean, it's just been one day. But, we went through the weekend. We didn't record since, Thursday?
fucking Thursday.
No, well, for here, but at the hackerhameen.podbean.com.
I know, I just don't like not having an episode on our thing for so many days.
Well, we got plenty of time this week, and I want to do, maybe record every day this week, or maybe every couple of days, so we can have a couple for next week when I go back to work.
Yeah.
Well,
Jenna goes back to school tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, thank goodness for that, because these kids need to get the fuck out of this house.
Yes.
I'm losing my mind. Seriously, I am losing my mind. And, you not drinking or whatever, and being bored to tears all damn day is how I am every day, but I could deal with it, because I have that's why I watch so much TV.
Yeah.
I can watch TV all freaking day. But, these kids have to go. They have to go. Both their rooms are a freaking mess. I'm losing my mind. The coughing. I'm sure there's other parents out there that feel this way, and believe me, I feel so bad when they're sick. I just want to baby them and, get them better. Why can't I be sick? Why do they have to be sick? The cough. When it's a persistent cough that doesn't fucking stop. It becomes, after the first few hours, it becomes like nails on a chalkboard, where I just want to punch something.
Yeah, because you know what's going down.
Because it's just oh, please, can you just shut the fuck up for a second and stop coughing for 5 minutes, because I can't take hearing it anymore. This is the first sickness, I think, since we were up north. Up north, when they had the sinus infection, it was cough, cough, cough. And then they got this sickness, and it, God almighty, the constant coughing. But, she's finally starting to get better, thank God, because I can't listen to it anymore. Even with the cough syrup, it doesn't work.
It's like a damn parasite jumping from one host to the next. It just keeps trying to latch onto somebody. Went from Samantha to Jenna, and looks like it's me, and then guess who's next?
And Sammy had the dry cough, she's got the mucusy cough, and I'm just I'm done hearing it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, and I always have a cough now. My throat is always screwed up. I don't know if it's because we do so much podcasting now or what the hell's going on, but man, it's always scratchy. But let's just let our people know how much of a nosy motherfucker you are.
Oh my God.
I'm sitting there playing a video game, and I'll get into that.
Okay, all right. How nosy I am. Go on.
So I'm sitting there getting it. I'm playing this game, and I'm zoned out because this is my last week. And I found a game called BioShock Collection on PSN. It was free. So I'm just blowing through those, Get a text message. I look over the phone, and it goes, "The neighbors are arguing outside." So I'm like, "Fuck this." Pause the game. I go out there because I'm nosy too.
See?
I like hearing
it.
I like it, but I admit it. I go out there and I'm looking around the room. I didn't see anywhere. You're on your freaking ass sitting on the floor with the window open on the side of the house with your ear to the freaking screen, listening to these people arguing. And they were across the street. And of course, you don't want to be at the front window because it's facing them directly, and they can see the blinds. Yeah,
you can see that there's a shadow in there.
Yeah.
No. So, no, I went to the side of the house.
Sitting
I was
on the
respectful.
floor. Sitting respectful. People's privacy.
Listen, this is the way I see it. If you are going to argue outside in your driveway for, granted, an hour and a half, because I don't know what time I texted you, they're still out there arguing. If you're going to do that out in your front lawn or your driveway, sorry, people are going to listen. I don't care who the fuck you are. Someone's out there arguing. You're going to want to... What the fuck are they arguing about? What's going on down over there? They're directly across the street from us. And I went out for a smoke. And I'm like, who the hell is yelling? And so I stood there and I'm listening and I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. I figured out it's across the street. And so I stood there and I was listening and listening. And then I'm like, well, my smoke is done. So now I guess I have to go inside. But I wanted to see who was arguing, the people. So then I turn all the lights off and I go to the front window.
Creeping.
I'm so horrible. And I'm peeking through the window. I'm like, oh, okay, because they've had guests across the street. So now I'm getting stories. Now I'm figuring out what's going on. So apparently the woman has been staying across the street. That's what I was getting. So I'm like, okay, because I've never seen them before. So I turn the lights back on.
They broke up and she was staying?
Yes, they're married. But she left with the kids and it is across the street now.
That house is small. They already got 1 million kids.
Yeah, I know. So I turned the light back on. I open the side window and I text you because like I keep listening. So you come out and I'm listening to the whole thing. Apparently, she lost her job a couple weeks ago. He has a separate banking account. She thinks that's shady. They have a joint account to pay the bills, but he's refusing to put any of his money in there to pay the mortgage or this, and that. And, like, it was a whole freaking thing.
So wait a second.
And he doesn't respect her unless the kids are around. And, like, the whole freaking... He's pissed off because she's not working yet. They were just... And they're still out there arguing, so who the fuck knows?
He has his own bank account, and they have a joint bank account, which means she has her own bank account, too. So they were probably...
Well, he didn't... I don't know. He didn't mention that.
Oh, well, I mean, that's what it sounds like. A lot of people have that set up. They each have their own bank account, and then like they dump
and
in
then
something.
The joint is for the bills or whatever. I don't know, but
that makes
she
sense.
was upset. She lost her job, and like he wasn't putting money in the joint account to pay the mortgage off. He was refusing to do anything, and it wasn't a whole thing. And I don't. And he's just like, "Will you just please come home?"
Oh God, he's out there crying. He's holding up that stereo like that fucking John Cusack movie.
It's their fault. Don't go outside in the front of someone's house. Well, I understand why they did it because it's not their house.
They don't want to fight in front of their kids.
They don't want to fight in front of their kids and who they're staying with. Go in the backyard or something. Why are you doing it? Like
go for a drive.
Yeah, that's true too.
Ooh,
a drive probably would have been better.
Yeah.
Go and park in a parking lot somewhere and argue.
Yeah, who knows, man? They might even end up clapping it out.
I don't. But you're going to do it right in front of our house. I am going to fucking listen.
Well, I mean, at that point, you're making it a public affair. It's like public knowledge at that point. You know?
But I did text you, and you came out immediately, so I'm not taking all the blame.
Oh, I did. You're sitting on the floor with your damn ear to the screen listening to these people, like, pour out their hearts to each other. Like, shit. I guess it's better than reality TV. This is real shit. It's actually real. It's not scripted, you know? I don't know, like, it's interesting. Like, we've done it before, but as we're doing the show, I'm playing around with the sty, and it looks a lot better. I've been playing around with it so much the past couple of days where I just kind of just let it do its own thing, that it is starting to discharge, I guess you could say. And it feels to me like it's shrunk. It looks like it shrunk a little bit.
It looks like it's shrunk, and it looks like it's not as red and swollen and irritated.
It looks a lot better.
But it also has, like, dry patches on it.
A lot of crust, man.
And, so, hopefully it's, like, drying up and withering away or something. Like,
I fucking hope so.
Like, it is definitely... I can see that it's smaller. It came out big time, and now it's, like... It's kind of, like, medium-sized now. It's still
I'm sitting there going to job interviews with this freaking humongous sty there, and I want it gone by the time I start. Or at least by, the third week of training, which I'm, like, actually doing shit. Because I got 2 weeks of training just hanging out, not really doing much, and that starts in a week. So I'm just excited to get back to this thing, man. Whatever's happening with me right now, I want it to be done by then. I just want it all over with. I want the sty, the sickness out of the house, and all that crap. But at least it's happening now. We're not doing shit.
You want to talk about your gray hair?
Go ahead.
Because, I mean, this is what I was dealing with yesterday. You said early in the day, well, now that I have this other job, I'm not going to be as stressed out, so maybe my gray hair will change back. And I'm like, I looked at you and I'm like, that's not how it works. It doesn't just magically turn to your normal color again. Once it's gray, it's gray. And you're like, no, it'll turn back. Hours go by. And all of a sudden, like, I'm getting your chin, like, shoved in my face. Look. The gray hairs are gone. I only have 2 on this side now. And then you show me the other side. And I'm just like...
Were there more, or does it just seem like the same amount?
It's the same... Well, you weren't having it. Because I responded and you just weren't having it. And I'm just like, it's blending in now because you haven't shaved. Like, it's, it's kind of like sort of blending in. If you look, they're still there. They have not disappeared, because when you came out of the room, you're like, they're gone. And I'm like, what did you do? Yank them? Like, and you're like, no, just look, they're not there anymore. Like, they magically just disappeared like, in a couple hours.
I don't know. I just think I looked at it in the light or something, and it just looked better.
Yeah, well, because your beard is starting to grow in a little bit, and it's starting to, like...
Getting freaking annoying, but yeah, I'm shaving tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm gonna get all crisp get all crisp and wake up nice and early because I'm nice and sober today. This is the first day that I've not even one beer or anything, not even one, and it feels good. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel good. It's just on podcasting day. I like to have a few cocktails.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Because it makes the conversation go better. At least it feels that way for me. Like it gets you loosened up for it, I guess.
Oh, it does for me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it helps me.
It works.
Yeah, I'm not really a talker. You say I am, but what? Because you don't like anyone talking. But I'm not a talker to begin with. So this must be really annoying you then if you have no alcohol in you at all, and I'm sitting here talking.
No, I'm the worst though when it comes to like replying, and we've talked about the text messages things before. Someone will text me out, and I will see it, and then
I hate that.
Something will happen, and my attention will get diverted because most of the time when I'm getting these text messages, I'm on my iPad, and I've got other shit going on. So I'll see the notification come up, and I'll like swipe it to go away, and then I'll go back to reading whatever article I was looking at.
Yeah.
Or doing whatever kind of business I'm trying to get accomplished on there, and
no one gets a response. And I'll be in the other, I'll be in the other room. Like, this motherfucker, is he? I know he's not sleeping because he just booted me out of Podbean because he signed in. So I know he's awake. Yeah. Oh, I know he's not sleeping because Gmail just got got it updated. Like I know when you're awake. I just don't get a response, and I'm like, well, fuck him.
Well, it's not and just everybody.
Then I get called in here. You want to take care of this shit?
Take care of this boner.
Whatever, man.
Well, that's the way it is, though. Like Ray will send like a couple of messages, and then he'll send this GIF of I don't know who the hell it is, or GIF, whatever the hell. Somebody's screaming, "Pay attention to me" or some shit. It's hilarious.
He needs to give me that. I'll have to find one.
It's so funny. Pay attention to me. The person's screaming it. And then, like, I'll see that GIF pop up, like, all right. And then I'll look, I'm like, how long have I been neglecting these messages? At least an hour passes because, I don't know, I am so bad at replying. And don't ever try to message me on social media, like Twitter, because I never get back at those either. Because it's like, there's just something else to keep a hold of, keep watching.
That's why I like Discord, because there's so many of us in there that you could say something. And even if someone's not on, usually someone pops on within the hour in response to whatever the hell you say. But,
we're all busy people, man. We all have lives. Like, I'm going back to work soon, so I'll be even responsive less than I am now.
Yeah.
So I'm just bad at keeping up with stuff because you got to figure, Twitter's a web page that you go to. It's not like real-time messaging, you know? It's not like Discord, where Discord will pop up and you'll get a drop-down thing and you'll see it.
You know, I don't always get notifications for that now.
Yeah.
If I have too many and I haven't checked, then it'll just stop letting me know. Yeah. And then I'll forget. So
well, I don't have the Twitter app on my phone, so I don't get notifications for it. I just check it whenever, you know. So I don't ever get back to messages on there. Plus, it's too much to keep track of, and I know like we're in the, I guess the quote unquote entertainment biz now, you know, on a very 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 minuscule scale, just doing a podcast, and then people are going to listen and be inclined to like ask you questions or whatever. So,
but that's why I like Discord.
Me too. It's easier. We'll put the link up to the Discord in the description of this podcast. A never expire link too, so you can click on it anytime and it'll get you in there. Right now we're about 10 strong.
Sure?
Yeah. There's a setting to have a link.
Oh, you fixed it or something?
Yeah. So the link I can put up will never expire. So we'll throw it up there. People can hit it up on Twitter when I ever decide to get on that thing and throw out a tweet. Guy, gotta get better with that stuff. I mean, that's the only way you can really grow is social media. You know, put those little hashtags up and shit like that. But
you want to talk about Sammy ordering Japanese candy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Off of Amazon.
Like a Pocky stick or some shit?
No, it wasn't I don't know what the hell these damn things were.
They look like snowballs, like little miniature snowballs.
But like, they had gotten on honor roll or whatever, so the kids were able to go and pick something. Well, originally it was going to be like, go pick something at Walmart. That's our go-to place. Whatever.
I don't think it's everybody's go-to place. It has everything.
But
shit, we gotta go there tomorrow.
Sammy was a little bit like, can I just get something from Amazon? Because, you know, she's a little bit older. So then it turned into, okay, we'll get a gift card for Amazon and they can go and pick out whatever. So I'm like, throw whatever you want in the cart, you know, reasonable priced. Obviously, we gave a spending limit. And then I helped Jenna with her stuff. So I quickly look. You see a small little picture. So I knew, kind of what was going on. Of course, I saw a small little picture of it, so I was thinking it was, I don't even know what the hell I was thinking it was. Buttons or something. I don't know what the fuck I thought it was, but I didn't think it was food. So then I put all the gift card information in there, whatever, and it got shipped. So the shit comes in the mail, and I'm unpacking the box. Jenna gets her couple toys, and she gets her stuff, and it's Japanese fucking candy. And I'm like, what is this crap? And she goes, oh, it's strawberry candy. How the fuck do you know that when it's in Japanese?
Well, I guess her friends talk about it. She's into some weird shit, man.
This is the kid that's in the anime and all that, which is fine. I have nothing against that, but it's just like, how does this even happen? So she opens it up, and I feel it, and it's like some kind of weird, like it almost feels like slime, like you push it down, but then it pops back up. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
And then she bites into it, and there's like some kind of strawberry jelly inside the pink.
It was like a snowball. It was like a little snowball.
Weirdest looking thing. What it was. And she hated it. Took one bite, didn't like it. So now we're staring at like 9 of these fucking pink balls of shit. And I'm like, okay.
Bring it to school, dump it
Bring
off
it to fucking school. See if all your friends will eat them, Like, it's a nice little treat. Bring it in. I got Japanese food. I ordered it on, let her do her fucking thing. So she's a popular kid for the fucking lunch period.
No, not until you eat that shit. Until you get a taste of it.
Well, she handed it out to all her friends, and apparently the majority of them liked it. So, I don't know.
Well, she doesn't like anything.
But then...
Unless it's friggin' bacon.
You immediately, said, well, that's great. So now 9 of your friends are going to get the coronavirus because you went and bought something from
China. Food from China or Japan, whatever the fuck. It's all the same shit. The
coronavirus,
man. I'm like, they gave their friends, what? I did?
But the thing is, it's like, I've looked at, because she can go on our account. There's no money or credit cards or anything on there, so she can't order anything. But you can see what she's been looking at. And it's all, clothing that has anime shit on it. Japanese writing on it. All sorts. If it's not Japanese, it's French. With, the fucking Eiffel
Paris.
Tower. And, all that crap.
Yeah, Paris,
what the hell? Nothing is American. Nothing is American.
Can you blame her the way this country's going? Shit. I think I might leave with her. Fuck.
Jesus Christ. So, I don't know, she's into, I guess, Japanese food and clothing at this point. She's 11 years old.
Oh my god, it's weird, man. Did you see the Oscars? Because I didn't see 1 minute of it, but I've heard a lot of shit about it.
I was too busy. I forgot they were on. Number one, I like to fast forward through award shows because people are fucking obnoxious and political and stupid, and I have to fast forward. When you piss me off, I have to fast forward. Not to mention, I don't like the music breaks and whatever the hell else. So, I had planned on watching it, forgot it was on, and got sucked into the Breaking Bad marathon still. I was hooked on that, even though I watched it a million times. I was watching Breaking Bad all freaking day and night last night.
Well, the only thing I heard was I guess Brad Pitt went on stage and had to make a statement that Joaquin Phoenix Joker guy, he had to come up and make some horrific statement that was the dumbest shit about cow's milk and how.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
What the fuck, dude? Really?
Yeah.
So now he's boycotting milk. Just get your award and shut the fuck up. Get
Everyone
your
has to
award.
make a statement.
Why though? Why can't you say I think my mom, my dad, my kids, my
and the
agent,
people you worked with on the movie or show,
everyone I worked
whatever.
with. I don't care if it's a 10-minute speech thanking everybody. Don't throw some dumb shit out there because these people are not smart enough to have these conversations. They're just
They
not.
have social media to put their beliefs out there.
Yep.
The show is 3-4 hours for a reason, and it always goes over. Always goes over because people can't shut the fuck up. I don't know. Did you see the stupid picture of... And I don't like her. I don't know what the fuck she sings. This girl aggravates me.
There's everything. Billie Eilish chick?
Yes. Every time I see an article on her, I get pissed off. And I don't...
You hate her like I hate Lizzo.
I don't know what she sings. I know she's a singer. but she's doing dumb shit, and her face was all over social media.
I saw something about it. I don't know what she was doing.
She was making a dumb face because Maya Rudolph and
the other SNL chick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing a skit, which I thought was funny,
Uh-huh.
and I don't like skits at all, but I found that to be funny. And apparently she was making a stupid fucking face because she didn't get it. Like, seriously,
what was she supposed to do?
Oh my god!
What is she supposed to do?
Just no, you weird looking bitch. Like, fucking go away.
She is weird looking. She is weird looking. I don't know. She just looks like depressed. You know what? She looks like a fucking junkie, kind of. Doesn't she look like a junkie? Like someone who like asked you for a cigarette in a Walmart parking lot?
I can't remember what she wore something. She wore. I don't know what the hell she wore, but people were talking about it.
Was my friend Lizzo there?
No,
I'm surprised.
not that I know of.
I mean, I'm sure she'd make herself noticed.
Your most lovable BFF was there.
Oh, fucking Billy Porter. What the hell was he wearing this time? Was he wearing a tuxedo gown?
Oh, God.
I'm sure he did something. Because he can't walk out in public without fucking all eyes on him.
Let me see.
He's an annoying prick.
If I can... Hold on, it's on the iPad, not my phone.
I don't know, but I'm just sick and tired of the whole soapbox thing. Why do you have to get on the stage and say something that means absolutely... Oh, what the fuck is that?
Okay, so he wore gold feathers.
Is that Clint Eastwood?
On the top.
Is that a Clint Eastwood gown he's wearing? It looks like his character from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. That's what it looks like.
It's gold feathers on the top, and then some weird gown thing on the bottom.
What a stupid fuck he is, man. What a stupid fuck. Seriously.
I'm literally showing...
Seriously. Seriously, can we just fucking end this motherfucker already? Just get rid of him, man. The guy's mentally ill. Obviously, there's something wrong with him. Who the fuck walks outside looking like that?
He's pursing his lips.
He's pursing his fucking lips in a picture that people are seeing online. This isn't normal, people. This isn't normal, man. It's not. I mean, there's something wrong with this. That is not what's supposed to happen. That's not it. You can look at what exactly is wrong with America and just show that picture of Billy Porter pursing his lips. Oh. He just looks like an asshole, man. And the thing about, like, just to get back to the whole celebrity soapbox thing, if you want to talk shit, start your own podcast. Start your own fucking podcast. Don't put it out there where people don't have a choice. You know, they're watching the Oscars for entertainment. And, of course, it's the same 30 actors every single year. It's the same people every single year. Who's on the red carpet? Brad Jenn, Angelina, all these other... Kevin Spacey. Oh, probably not him anymore. He's been touching little kids and shit. But you got all the same people. The same fucking actors. You got the table of Jack Nicholson and all those other asshole old fucks that are about to kick the can. And Harrison Ford. And,
my movie...
The same people.
It didn't win anything. Irishman...
No, because
and they were up for like 10 fucking awards last night. They didn't win nothing. They were up in another award show, which I get them all confused. I don't know which one it was, Emmys or I don't know what the hell it was, but they didn't win anything for that either. Like I am like shocked. I don't understand.
Well, they called the Academy out because there was a hashtag trending apparently of the Oscars being too white, so they gave it to the Asian movie. The award, and then the Academy...
The foreign film.
Yeah, they let out a statement saying something to the effect of, like...
Parasite, it was called.
Parasite, yeah. Which is what everybody in Hollywood is, a fucking parasite, in my opinion. But they had to say something to the effect of, like, oh, we're sorry, we know there's a problem, and we will fix it. Part of having a problem is admitting you have a problem or some shit.
They had diversity on the stage.
Yep.
But not with the nominees
awards,
and not with the winners.
But we're not going to pretend something's good if it's not. Just to say, hey, now we got a diverse crowd. I mean, and like, I don't want to see Medea's fucking Family Vacation win an Oscar because it's a black guy. You know, seriously, you know, like if John Leguizamo's in a shitty fucking movie, I don't want to see it because he's like we got to get the Spanish guy up there. No, if the movie sucks, it fucking sucks, man. You know, like... Oh,
that's the asshole I don't like, right?
Yeah, but like, Cheech and Chong aren't going to win an Oscar anytime soon, you know? Or fucking... What the hell's that guy's name? The fucking old guy. He's always in those beat-up movies. The fucking old guy. It'll come to me later.
Machete dude?
Machete guy, yeah, him.
Yeah.
He ain't going to win a fucking Oscar anytime soon. He doesn't deserve it.
He's so good.
Yeah, but there are places for movies that don't have to be Oscar movies, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If that fucking Rosa Parks movie, supposedly that was a really good one, so nominate that one maybe. But don't just sit there and bitch. because it's and the people that are saying the Oscars were too white were, guess what? White people. They're all white people, man. They're all white.
You're never going to please anybody.
The self-hating thing that's going on now. It's crazy.
It's just the way it is. You're never going to make everyone happy, so just fucking whatever.
Fucking,
and it's all rigged anyways.
Oh, of course it is.
It is all fucking rigged.
Oh, yeah.
That one woman, I don't know if she was an Oscar woman or if it was a previous award show that she got fired or something, was speaking out and saying, well, no, the shit is rigged, man. The people win, and they're not even at the top. Like, it's not even the most highly rated whatever.
They just pick who they want to have. They just pick who they want to have one. And who cares if you don't win an award? You get millions of dollars in the bank. Really? No one's going to cry for you. Because,
it's all garbage.
Because Meryl Streep didn't win an award this year, or whoever the hell it was.
It's just a way to see what everyone's wearing, and for them all to... It's all a party for them to get together.
In that case, that fruitcake Billy Porter fucking is going to win every year.
There was a couple pictures online, and I don't know who she was standing with, but Jennifer Aniston was standing with a couple people, like she was posing with people at the after party. Mm-hmm. And one dude had his hand a little too low, and you could tell that she was not happy.
That was his chance.
And I was like, oh my God, is that going to come out as something?
That was his chance.
Oh, Lord.
There was something else about the Oscars too that was really freaking stupid from what I heard. So I guess Eminem came out and he did like a rap song. He was cursing, and everyone was kind of looking at each other. Everyone's looking at each other like, "What the fuck's this guy doing here?" Like
I heard it was "Lose Yourself," which is like a 20-year-old song.
Yeah.
So why did they have him come out singing something that was from 20 years ago? He has newer music.
I have no idea, but man, I guess it didn't go over well at all. Like Martin Scorsese was looking at that. I'm like, what the fuck? And all these people in the crowd, like Tom Hanks and all these other people, were like, what the fuck? Tom Hanks is quite the history now, making weird faces at award shows. Apparently, he did it the last one too. Ricky Gervais was doing a skit. He was giving him some looks. Something else I want to talk about with the Oscars too. I guess there was a picture of Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt like embracing. And the whole internet world's like, oh, they're getting back together. Like, no, she's married. He doesn't,
They see each other at every awards show. Every single one.
It's the same fucking people.
And they go to each other's birthday parties and shit. They're friends. Like, get the fuck over it. Seriously.
I don't get it. I don't get this fascination with them. I never did. I remember.
I don't know. They were only together for a few years,
so
right?
Like 3 years they were married for. But people like anointed them like king and queen of the world, and everybody cared about them because for some reason we care about celebrities and what they're doing. I don't get it. Like people are like, crazy about it. They're fanatics. I never understood why we care who people date. We're never going to meet them. They live in their own stratosphere. They've got problems that we'll never know. Like having too much money. I guess that's a problem. Or having to pay people to do things that we don't want to do. I guess like they're so far disconnected from reality that people want to fantasize that they can have that kind of a life. I guess, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. I always thought it was strange and weird that actually how people can just care who other people are dating.
I wouldn't want them to get back together.
I don't give a fuck, really. I just thought that was
people need
pathetic.
to get over that. Like, the people that are obsessed with them need to come to the realization that he left her for a woman he was doing a movie with while he was married to Jennifer. Mm-hmm. He's a fucking cheater. He's a scumbag. Yeah. Good in movies. But the way their relationship ended, why are people trying to force the two of them back together? I don't want them back together.
I don't know, but there's a body language, a body language expert that
oh my God, I hate those. I hate those people that come on like E.T. or whatever.
Jen was trying to pull away, and she had her fingers on his chest.
Oh, jeez.
And Brad had his hand wrapped around her waist, and he did not want to let her go.
Oh my God!
It's like, dude, like this chick is married, right? Like,
she's not married.
Isn't she married to that one guy,
no.
Dark hair? I thought they got married.
That didn't last very long.
No, well, they broke up then. Oh my goodness, she's single.
Yeah, they're both single. Oh, but that's not the point.
No, they can both go fuck themselves. Seriously.
Get the fuck out of here. So that was way back in the 90s. Like, people need to get over it. Seriously. Yeah. People move on. They're friends. Why shouldn't they be friends? They can be friends.
Why
they don't need to date.
Why not? Speaking of friends.
God damn it.
You know what kind of friend I always wanted to be? How I always envisioned myself. I don't know why I was thinking about this earlier. I think is like I was thinking about Married with Children for some reason. And I always wanted to be like the Jefferson friend who would just come over like a 6-pack of beer, knock on the door, and just hang out, like after work or whatever at my pal Al Bundy's house. I always wanted to be that, but without the wife or kids.
Such a bitch, man.
So I would be like the friend that was always single, and all the married friends would be like, man, what's it like being single? I would just tell them about my conquests, and then we'd all be sitting there drinking like beer, and it has to be out of a bottle, like they would drink in those sitcoms. It can't be out of a can. It has to be out of a bottle, because for some reason, when you drink out of a bottle, it has that cool guy look to it. I don't know, but that was the kind of friend I always wanted to be, and it just certainly didn't turn out like that.
You can have it. Go for it, baby.
Married.
Oh
kids,
my God.
No friends at all. Not
you
a
don't
friend
want
in the
friends.
world. I know,
There's
it's
no
weird.
one holding you back from having friends.
Well, I've always said that I'm very hard to be friends with because I'm not very social. I mean, you would have to really understand me to be
You
my
ain't
friend.
gonna find no one like Al Bundy, though. I hate to break it to you.
That'd be awesome.
You ain't gonna have
That'd be
someone
so
to
cool.
admire in the neighborhood.
That'd be so cool, man. That'd be so cool to have an Al Bundy friend that's like the leader of a pack of idiots.
Maybe there is one.
There's gotta be.
Maybe
There's
you
gotta
need to
be
go
a
to the
group.
Facebook page and look.
Hey, I need an Al Bundy.
Is there a group of men that hate women, please,
Male.
that meet in the garage?
Male, 37, South Carolina, LF, Al Bundy type friend. The lead pack of idiots.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? I could see you going to that 80s store and going and buying all of them the Ted Bundy shirt that you have. Or the Al Bundy shirt.
The no ma'am shirt. We
Yes,
can rip
the
right
no
off
ma'am.
of their whole thing. Just rip right off.
Yeah, you would just go buy the whole sleeve of freaking shirts and bring them to
I would
whatever
have
garage.
to, I would have to learn to bowl. Or maybe we can replace bowling with pool, because pool's much more fun. And you guys can do that in someone's house. You can play pool.
I can
Just get a little
play
table
pool
thing.
online. Although
Well,
that game's
I'm talking
gone.
real
But I
pool.
can't play. I
Real
can't
pool.
do it in real life.
And pool's fun. I always liked it. I always liked hanging out at pool halls when I was much younger. There was an arcade that had like 6 pool tables in the back.
We had one when I was a kid. Not a
Sure.
real one, like a kids type one where you
No.
would flip it over and you could play foosball or whatever. Like
I know
it was
what you're talking
all a bunch of crap.
You had a pretty good life growing up, didn't you? Little Miss Rich bitch over here.
Well, it wasn't.
Air
Oh
hockey
no
table,
no no no!
foosball.
Wait, that came after I had already moved out. I was like an older teenager when it was small. It was small. It wasn't nothing big.
It's like the size of this table we're on, probably. Maybe a
Yeah,
little smaller.
yeah. It wasn't big.
Okay.
But like I still, even with that damn thing, never learned how to fucking play pool.
It's easy. I mean, for me, a lot of the time playing pool, it's just basically like kind of like visualizing where you want the ball to go and just trying to make it happen. It's all about angles and shit like that. It's not really hard. I'm not the kind of pool player that can go hustle people in pool, but I could definitely beat people, and I can call my shots and make things happen. Decent enough where I don't have to play it for very long and to get back in the swing of it. I could probably go to pool hall right now and pick it up pretty quick. Actually, we did a couple summers ago. We went to the local bar and played a couple of games with.
Oh yeah, you played with one of the friends that came down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was kicking his ass too. That motherfucker was in shock.
Were you? I wasn't.
I was killing him.
I was busy playing.
He didn't beat me once. We were playing for a while. I just kept crushing him, and then like some weird kid came over and talked our heads off, and I was like, "All right, we got to get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, I was playing some arcade bowling weird game with the other friend that we had.
That was so rude too. Like some guy came over, and we knew we had special needs, so we weren't like crazy or anything. But like his family was with him, and they like pretended he wasn't even with them. And I was like, "You just let this guy wander off and talk to strangers? You know, like you're knowing how he is. You don't know how we are. We could be, assholes."
Which we are.
We are, but we're not that bad. I passed him off to the guy who came down.
Yeah, I know.
And it was me, you, and his wife were sitting off to the side, and that kid was talking his head off. And it wasn't a kid, it was a grown man, probably like in his 30s. And I couldn't do it, though. I couldn't do it. I'm not a huge talker in public. I don't like talking to strangers. Just because I just don't want to open up that door for a relationship.
Well, we ended up leaving.
Unless it's an Al Bundy type person.
We ended up leaving because my friend got a phone call from their son because a cricket was on our enclosed back porch.
Yeah.
And this kid was like 13, calling his mother crying, "There's a cricket on the back porch." They're inside.
Yeah.
But he could hear it out on the back.
It's a
And
country,
so
man.
she's like, "We gotta go." And I'm like, but like you said, you and him were getting aggravated. And I'm sitting there like, oh, fucking hell, man. All I wanted was one night without, because we had an older kid. They have an older kid that was babysitting, and I'm like, oh my god, we have a fucking babysitter.
Yeah.
Can we please go out and have a good time? We were out of the house for about 45 minutes to an hour.
And that little fruitcake, because he's the kind of kid.
And then we had to go home.
Well, he's the kind of kid that has to be all up in everybody's business. Like, has to sit around the adults. It was just, and like once we left, probably got jealous because we left and made something up and cried. Get his mommy home because he knows the second he starts crying, they're going to come running home. When in reality, it's be like, suck it up, kid, and hang up on him.
Seriously.
Suck it up, kid.
Over a fucking cricket.
Yeah.
And we came home, and I went out there, and I stepped on it. Dead.
All right, let's go back to the bar. Let's go back to the bar.
Are you feel okay now? You safe?
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking cricket.
Fucking big bad cricket scare you, little fruit. I don't know, the kid, and that kid ruined that vacation, though, man.
That was the first one. That was a few years ago.
Yeah, the first one they came down. Oh my god, the last time they came down wasn't too bad, but they adopted a bunch of other kids, which ruined the vacation. So it's like, yeah, just stop coming down. Please stop coming down. Stop coming down. We could FaceTime for a couple of minutes, and then
I know, but I like her. I like hanging out with her.
The thing is,
it's just the whole shebang has to come down.
She needs a vacation away from all of them. Have her come down. Have her come down. You guys can hang out the entire time. Just the two of you. That would be nice because.
When they came down, I tried to hang out with just her.
Yeah.
And that turned into a whole disaster where her husband was like up her ass. No matter what the fuck we did, he was right there, and it was like, dude. Like, we're not doing anything. I'm literally sitting in the bedroom talking to her, and you're like, I can't even talk to her. He was always around.
Holy fuck. He's another one that wants to be like one of the girls. Just wants to be one of the girls, like gossiping and shit at the table. So,
I love seeing her, and I love talking to her, but holy fuck, the rest of that family is just,
they argue
up
a
her
lot,
ass.
Too. They argue a lot, man. The two of them argue so fucking much. I don't know. It's really a weird relationship they have because we argue when we drink, but they argue sober, which I think is worse. Because if you're arguing sober, you must really hate each other if that's the thing. Yeah. I don't know, man. But
speaking of arguing, Valentine's Day is Friday.
It's such a pointless holiday. It's only a holiday if you're single. It only matters, and it's not even a holiday.
It only matters when you're single.
Yeah, when you're trying to clap somebody out, you gotta look for a Valentine. Shit. Ask any married person, what do they do?
We have never done anything.
I bought you stuff home before while I was out at work, like a gift card to Barnes & Noble one year or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, the Barnes & Noble with the Nook.
And the Nook, yeah. But it's so awesome. It's so pointless. You don't even need that anymore. You got iTunes and Apple and all that shit.
I know.
It's all built in one. But Valentine's Day, it's such a pointless thing unless you're trying to get laid.
You get laid enough.
Not enough.
I like to get the kids something, which you hate. And it's a
holiday for trying to screw somebody. You don't buy your
but kids like getting stuff too, and we've always gotten them something. And it's Friday, so I was already asked, and I was literally asked today, "Are you guys getting us anything this week?" And I'm like, I don't know, I don't know yet. Well, it's okay if you don't. I understand. That I got the whole thing.
I hate it. I fucking hate Valentine's.
But I don't know. I like getting them a stuffed animal. Nothing fucking massive.
You complain about their rooms being cluttered up enough, and you want to get these giant stuffed animals that we saw at the store.
Well, the ones that they can lay on, pillows, or cuddle with. The flat dogs. They're stuffed animals, but they're long, flat dogs that they can cuddle up with. We get them one, every year. It's cute.
I hate it. I just never saw Valentine's Day as anything other than single people trying to hook up at bars and just whatever, man. Or, hey, will you be my Valentine? Kind of shit. And you can't even hand out Valentines in school anymore because the kids, they feel left out.
Jenna does.
Oh, she can?
Jenna still does. Sammy...
She's got some.
We bought her 2 Paw Patrol ones last year because it's been Paw Patrol for the last 10 years. Yep. So, and Sammy... she hasn't even mentioned it to hand anything out yet, so I don't know. But yeah, we have Valentine's cards on backup for Jenna because it doesn't matter. Last year was the first time that we bought 2 boxes. But every time we brought her, what kind of Valentine's do you want? Paw Patrol. every fucking year.
Yep.
So, like, last year we're like, fuck it, we'll just buy 2 boxes and we don't have to buy it next year. This will be the goddamn year that she's going to say something stupid.
Barbie,
like,
princess.
Freaking, cats.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, but those things are cheap enough as it is to pick up. But I don't mind Valentine's Day for that, and giving them Valentine's, because like that's what it was for me growing up. You get a little brown paper bag, and you get your shit.
But you're not allowed to do a lot of stuff that you used to be able to do.
No, because people feel left out.
Well, no, you have to give one to everyone in the class. We always had to. But, like, you used to get, like, people would home make things, and you would get that. Candy was a big thing. And then the school started getting strict and saying, no candy. It's just a card. You can't have a pencil with it. You can't have the lollipop with it. You can't do this. You can't do that. Well, that's all the stores fucking sell. So what do you want us to do? You can't use the tattoos that come with them, although I don't like the tattoos anyways.
Yeah,
but I mean, it has to be just a stupid paper card, and that's it. So, I don't know. This should be the last year for that, though.
I hope so, because it's oh my god, it's so agonizing. But I do remember when I was a kid getting them all the time,
and you liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
It's like Jenna is so excited because they get to decorate a little bag, and she gets all her friends, and for weeks she will have them all over the place, and she'll be looking at them. These are my friends. Like she loves that. So
yeah, that's what I like about it. I like it for that, but I just don't see it as a freaking big thing. I hate it. I hate Easter. I hate Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. The only holidays I'm okay with are like Christmas
and birthday.
Obviously birthday, because that means something to the person, the individual human being. I hate birthdays for myself. Like, we don't celebrate our birthdays because we're old.
Oh no, the kids.
Yeah, the kids.
I'm saying, like, Christmas and birthdays. That's it.
That's all that matters. Because like you buy a present, you do stuff, and it's fun. It's that person's individual day, and Christmas is a day for the family, which is nice. But
how do you
I just
feel
don't
about
like anything
this?
else.
Because this used to drive me nuts with my dad, and I think he finally like got it through his fucking thick skull that I don't agree with him. When Jenna was born, and we were celebrating Sammy's 2nd birthday,
mm-hmm.
he wanted to buy Jenna something too. Like, this happened for the first few years. Like, It was Sammy's birthday, he wanted to buy Jenna something. And then when it was Jenna's birthday, he wanted to buy Sammy something. And I kept saying, you can't fucking do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's their day. That's not how it works. You don't... I never got a present on my sister's birthday. Like, that's the most fucked up thing I've ever heard in my life.
I agree.
You don't get 2 freaking birthdays. Like, that's not what it... And he did that for years. And, like, the last couple of years, I think he calmed down. But it was always like, well, what should I get the other one? I can't just get, so-and-so something. I'm like,
I get it. No,
you can.
I understand his thinking on it, but I don't agree with it.
Oh, God, that drives me nuts.
It's that kid's special day, and the other one gets it. She gets a little jealous. She likes to be all up in it when Samantha always open up presents. She's like, oh, well, what are you opening? What you got there? And she would try to...
She understands, but then she doesn't at the same time. Like, Sammy's opening presents, I want to open them too. Yeah. But, like, if you say it's Sammy's birthday, then she kind of gets it, but she still wants to open up a gift.
Of course.
So it's a little messed up, but, like, she understands. And, like, I don't know. Like, I can't stand people like that. But I like doing holidays with the kids. I get them all the shit. Easter,
I like
fill
Halloween.
Up the damn basket.
Yeah, I like Halloween. I just don't like Easter. I don't like the Easter. I never liked the idea of the Easter bunny.
Hunting and looking for eggs and all that.
I didn't like it growing up.
Really? Not even the plastic eggs was like.
Hated it.
Really?
Hated it.
Oh my god.
I never did it. My feeling was just different growing up. It was just a different upbringing. We just didn't do a lot of that shit. Like, I would get an Easter basket, obviously, but I didn't have to go search for it. It was just kind of given to me, and I always had, like, the generic toys, like a paddle ball and shit. I
did have that.
Like a coloring book, and I've always hated coloring growing up, and it's like, obviously, you bought this at, like, a freaking store that had...
dollar store
that plastic all over it, and it was already pre-picked out, which... I didn't like that either. I always like building our own. We've never bought the kids one of those cheap ass things with like a basketball in there, like a rubber basketball and a hoop.
Well, we've always looked at them, because it'll be of something that they like. But then you look in the basket, and you're like, they don't give a shit about that.
A fucking Paw Patrol compass,
and
like a whistle.
It's a compass. Yeah, like don't. No, she's not gonna like that. So we just go and like Bubbles. She's big into Bubbles, so that's cheap. But like, I don't know. We always had like the cheap ass shit too, like the paddle and the stupid ball. We had that.
Ugh.
The stupid plastic fucking jewelry that is stupid. Never gonna wear that.
So not personal.
And then clothes. We got clothes and then a shitload of candy. I don't know.
That's pretty much what we got too. Just a little cheap shit, you know. What the fuck was the one that was? It was like a maze with. It was like a little small thing, like the size of a Tic Tac. Yeah, and it had like a metal ball in it, like a silver little metal ball, and you gotta twist it and turn. I hated those fucking things, man. Mm-hmm. Get like a deck of cards, Uno or something stupid. I remember one of my friends used to get a video game. And I always thought that was cool.
Yeah,
like, he would get like a video. His mom would buy him like a video game and a box of chocolate and be like, here, get the fuck out of my face.
Damn.
Easy. He loved it. I loved it. I was like, what games you get, man? I'm sitting here with this bullshit fucking paddle and you're sitting here playing a Sega Genesis game.
Yeah, I never got a fucking video game. It was never a big thing like that.
No kid ever asked for a turn with the paddle ball. Or fucking jacks. Remember jacks?
Oh, I hated those.
What was the point of jacks? You have to bounce the ball, and then you swipe your hand and pick up the jacks real quick?
Yep.
And then catch the ball again, or what?
I don't know. I never understood it. I never played it. And then a big netted bag of marbles. I would get those, too.
Fuck. I used to like marbles. I used to like looking at them.
Yeah, and then you could compare, like, because they were all different. I compared them. I never played marbles. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you're supposed to do with them.
Me neither.
I would hold on to them and throw them out eventually. I don't know, but I never did anything with them. I looked at them, but
those fucking jacks that were lethal, man. Those, if you ever stepped on a fucking
and they weren't
couple
metal.
of jacks,
they were that cheap silver plastic.
They were freaking rough, man. You can cut skin on those things. Just stepping on them, it'd be like that asshole from Home Alone when he walked through the window and he stepped in the glass. I would rather step on a light bulb than that fucking. They hurt, man. Those jacks are fucking terrible.
Legos hurt too.
Not as bad. I always thought Legos are overrated in pain.
Oh.
They didn't hurt me as bad. I've stepped on so many toys in the past. The Legos were just nothing to me.
Do you remember when we first moved down here? That I walked all the way... I was barefoot. We had literally just moved down here. And I was barefoot, and I went in the backyard. I don't know if I was getting the dog's ball or what I was doing. And I went to turn around in the same yard... and walk back to the step or the porch. And every step I took, I was walking on that pricker grass that we have down here. I never had it up north.
Yeah.
But it's like brown pricker grass that I never even knew grew. Going into the middle of the yard, I was fine. Didn't step on anything. Coming back, I thought I was walking the same way.
Yep.
Every step I took, I thought I was going to die.
Yeah. It's so bad.
Horrible. I will never go outside down here without something on my damn feet now. And like it was taking me forever to get the prickers out of my feet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sometimes walking with shoes on is even bad, or like clothes, because like they get stuck in your shoelaces, and if you have been down to tie your shoe without looking, you'll get.
I don't know what the hell grass that is, but it's horrific down here.
Evil. It's devil's fucking grass. It's like Satan grass. It's the kind of grass you plant if someone does you wrong. You want to go plant it in your backyard, just all over the place, because man, it is the worst. And that pain, they're all razor sharp, like little fingers that stick out of the seed. It's whatever the hell is in the grass. They're
funniest thing, because before we moved down here, I did research. I did a lot of research. Yeah. I needed to know the schools. I needed to know what was poisonous down here. I did a lot of fucking research. I knew all the poisonous shit down here. That didn't seem to bother me. I went out there barefoot, knowing that there's fucking brown recluse spiders and black widow and all this shit out there. And we don't have our yard sprayed. We had the house sprayed, but not the yard. That did not bother me. The moment I stepped on all those prickers coming back to the house that I could not fucking see, I will never again go out there without shoes. It was just the worst fucking shit ever. I would rather get bit by a goddamn poisonous spider than sit on those damn prickers.
Yeah, I would probably rather get bit by a spider too. At least cool pus comes out. Those prickers are freaking brutal, man.
You're disgusting.
It's happening in my eye right now. Those crazy shit. I've been rubbing it the whole time we've been doing the show.
I know.
And drinking water. I'm almost done with this water already. Isn't that crazy?
Well, we'll get you another one.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to play a pre-recorded message. A very, very cool thing. Our friend of the show, Jay Reezy, a.k.a. Minister, Pastor John Enright. He's doing a thing for teen dating violence, and this is the week of love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass it off to our pre-recorded commercial, just kind of talk about it, and then we're going to come back on the flip side with some more Voices of Misery podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Nerd. Did you guys know that February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month? Every February across the United States, teens and those who support them join together for a national effort to raise awareness to teen dating violence. Dating violence is more common than many people think. 1 in 3 teens in the U.S. will experience physical, sexual, or emotional abuse by someone they are in a relationship with before they even become adults. And nearly half of college women report experiencing violence and abusive behaviors. By joining together every February, we can spread awareness to stop dating abuse before it starts. You can show your support on February 11th by wearing orange and posting it on social media with the hashtag Orange4Love. That's hashtag Orange 4 LOVE love. For more information, you can go to www.breakthecycle.org or www.loveisrespect.org, or you can contact your local shelter agency that helps victims of abuse. Find our agency on Facebook, Freedom House in Weatherford, Texas, and Crossroads Youth Program in Weatherford, Texas. Or you can contact my good friend John Enright, a.k.a. Jay Reezy, Min, J-R-E-A-Z-Y-M-I-N on Twitter, or email john@freedomhousepc.org and see how we can help you or, anyone that's in need get more information. And, John's a pastor. I won't hold that against him, but this is a very good cause that I believe in. So, please, rewind this commercial, listen to it again, get all the information down, and please contact people that are in need because, everyone needs a little help sometimes, and that's what we're here for. All right, we are back. I hope everyone goes to those websites because it's a very good cause. You know what else is good? Something I want people to start trying, and this is something that, it's very inexpensive. I think it'll change your life for the better. Baby wipes.
Oh my God. Do we have to talk about your ass?
And not mine. I'm talking about everyone's ass, all right? And the thing is like, baby wipes are genius. They're a genius idea, and I love them because...
But they're not flushable.
Well, I'm going to get into that. Baby wipes, if you're sitting there taking like a whole handful of these things and wiping your ass with them and throwing them in the toilet, of course it's going to clog. The secret behind baby wipes is you use after you're already done wiping. So you use regular tissue, and then you take maybe like 1 to 2 baby wipes, and you just do a once-over. Because like what that does is it like clears you, and it makes you feel fresh and clean. It makes you smell good.
Who's going to be smelling your ass? I ain't going to be smelling your ass.
The thing is, though, I do. Not like put my head down there and try to smell it, but like, you can smell yourself. So that is my Voices of Misery pro tip from the Nerd of the Week. Use baby wipes in your ass, man, and don't use it as a replacement for tissue. Just use tissue and then do a once over. Like maybe do it twice over. Just rub it all up in there, man, and get the freshness in. It makes me feel good because there's something about taking a shit.
What is it called? Is it called a bidet? What
bidet? No,
bidet?
No, that's just odd. That's odd.
Do we need to get that in the house?
I don't want a bidet. I know some people say they're magical, but I just don't want this thing spritzing me with water. It's not.
My thing
cool.
is the spritz of water. Is that cold or is that warm? What is that?
I don't want to know. I'll never find out. I think a bidet is a horrible thing. Some people swear by them though. I like baby wipes. You can get a 3-pack for like $5.
At Walmart, yeah, we do get them because I don't want to go into this topic. I do have to help Jenna, so I get them for her, and then you always take a whole pack for yourself, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I love them, and I don't use a lot. And the thing about the flushable ones are thin, and your finger will rip through when you're wiping. And there's nothing worse than when it rips and Get the regular non-flushable ones. You can flush them as long as you only use like 1 or 2. Don't go crazy with them, and they're not going to clog your toilet or anything. But just use like 1 or 2.
People are sitting here like they just came back from break, and he's talking about wiping his ass. So
I'm just saying.
I mean,
these people are going to be thanking me for this. Like, oh, I forgot how great baby wipes are. They're phenomenal.
You can get all different scents.
Yeah, like I think the one we have in there is like cucumber scent or something. It's like a green package.
No, this one is shea butter or something like that.
Oh, I have no idea what the hell that even is, but it's good stuff. It makes me feel fresh. Like I can take a poop. Wipe,
oh my god!
Use this stuff, and then the thing is, like after you use the wipe, then you want to do a dry tissue afterwards to get the wetness out of there. And just try out, and you feel amazing. Like you don't feel disgusting. You don't feel like a piece of crap. Literally, you can just feel good. And I swear by them. So you're welcome out there, people. You're welcome for that tip.
That's great. That's not where I thought we were gonna go at all.
Well, you got some stuff you want to talk about.
Yeah, I have. I found out a couple sequels or whatever that I didn't know were approved. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to bring them up and see what you thought. Gremlins 3 is going to be made, and this is 2020.
A bunch of kids.
So when was the last Gremlins movie?
Shit. Hulk
like
Hogan was
80s,
in the last
right? One. Was he? I remember.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't see part 2.
Hulk Hogan was in one of them. They had like he wasn't like a main character, but he had a scene.
I didn't think that the movie was that great. I mean, I remember it because I was a kid, and of course you're gonna remember fucking cute little furry things that turn into fucking demons. You know, you're gonna remember that as a kid, but I don't recall it making a whole lot of money or being that big of a
classic
deal. I don't know, but so the Gremlins 3 is coming. Triplets, which is a spin-off of the twins, and the triplet brother is going to be Eddie Murphy.
Wait, wasn't twins like Arnold Schwarzenegger
and Danny DeVito? Yes.
Are they going to be back?
Yes.
And Eddie Murphy? Okay.
And Eddie Murphy as a triplet. So it doesn't say how that's going to play, because obviously there's a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a big difference between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. But now you got another huge difference. So I would love to...
They'll explain it somehow, but...
I mean, because that was a comedy. I only saw that once, I think.
I don't remember that one at all. I used to get Critters and Gremlins confused all the time when I was a kid.
I don't remember Critters.
Critters and Gremlins. See, Gremlins was the one where that little cute thing got water on it, right?
They were like little Furbies.
Gizmo was his name.
Yes, so cute. And then I think you couldn't feed them after midnight, or you couldn't put water on them.
Yeah.
Something after midnight.
You couldn't get water on them or some shit, and they would turn into the freaking like creatures,
like demon looking,
like little monster, little fucks. But they were all funny,
and they were mean.
Yeah, but they were funny. But like they did like pranks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Critters were. I like Critters more when I was a kid.
Critters to me sounds like bugs. I never saw the movie, so I don't know what it was.
They were like little aliens from like another dimension or some shit. And these like badass heavy metal rocker dudes came down to like try to fight him, and some like kid, he was making like bombs and shit to fight. I liked it better than Gremlins. I didn't really care for Gremlins as much as a kid. I like part 2 better. My
whole thing with these, because alright, well the other 2 aren't that big of a deal, but like Gremlins is way, so is Twins, right? Yeah. Way the fuck back. That's our generation. They're so far back, I don't remember them. They're not rebooting them or remaking them. They're adding on to them with. Where are the younger generations going? They have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. Yeah, you got. They've never seen them, so like that to me is weird. And I've said this before: people can't come up with new ideas, so they're just gonna go off of old shit. But I don't know what's next. I mean, what's going to happen? Are they going to be like kids? Are kids going to be the heroes in both of these movies because it's all kids? Like Ghostbusters 3 looks like it's going to be kids, unless they change it from the trailers. But the trailer shows the kids doing everything. No mention of the actual guys. Yeah, Well, it has the one person you wanted in there, Paul Rudd, but it doesn't look like he's a Ghostbuster. So
yeah, I don't know how. That's
I think they
work.
Fucked that up because I think he would be a good Ghostbuster.
I was hoping he'd be Oscar. I don't know.
God, wouldn't that be great?
I don't know. Paul Rudd was one of the ones I wanted to see be a Ghostbuster. I don't know. Like at this point, just make the fucking Impractical Jokers a Ghostbusters for all I care.
That movie's coming out. I think that comes out next week.
They're still funny. We watched a couple of them the other day.
This is
backwards.
This movie for Impractical Jokers is all the pranks that True TV wouldn't allow them to do. These were the ideas that they've had, but True TV was like, nah, we can't put that on TV.
Oh, that'll be good.
So they made a movie. As long as it's pranks and funny shit, I'm okay with.
I don't want to see stand-up.
Please don't put your stand-up in there because you're not funny.
Their stand-up is fucking awful.
I can't stand it. I don't like it at all. But if you do like really cool ass different pranks, I'm okay with, because it does get a little repetitive, right? Some of these shows they do the same bits over and over again, different days, different people, whatever, which I understand. That's what True TV wants you to do. But I'm over that. Like, I want to see new pranks. I want new shit. So
I'm just kind of over that show and those guys. I mean,
yeah.
What they need to do is have, like, maybe they come up with the games. I mean, pick a person, like, from a cast. Like, maybe you get, like, 4 people every single week, different people. And the jokers are behind the camera telling them what to do. And they have to, and the real people have to do it, like a game show almost.
But they've tried that. They've tried that twice. Those were the episodes I didn't watch.
We're getting too recognizable, especially now with the movie. I mean, they're going to be able to, like, not go anywhere anymore. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They're putting themselves out there too much.
What happened to them going to another country? They went to England once, didn't they?
That was one of the better episodes.
That was funny.
Yeah.
You went somewhere where no one knew who the fuck you were. Mm-hmm. Go to Russia or something. And do shit over there.
No, maybe not Russia.
Well, I'm just saying, another country, I don't give a shit where the fuck they go. Just go somewhere else where you're not recognizable at all. But now you're putting a movie out there.
They should go to Saudi Arabia and try to prank, get their fucking heads cut off.
I mean, they were literally just on Jimmy Kimmel? What's Jimmy Kimmel? It was one of those late night shows promoting the movie. Like, they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, so you're not going to be able to pull these pranks off anymore. Everyone's going to recognize you. Anyways, 23 Jump Street is coming out.
The fuck is that?
I'm super excited.
Oh, it's those two assholes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, fucking A.
Jonah Hill, is that his name?
Yeah.
And Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Because
assholes.
I love them.
I don't like Jonah Hill. He comes off as such a fucking prick nowadays, doesn't he? Like, every story you hear about him in the media, he's just a complete asshole to work with.
Is he?
He's such a dick,
I haven't heard
apparently.
anything.
Everything I've heard about him just points to him being a complete piece of shit. Like, just belittles everybody. Like, dude,
he's nobody. You can't.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. The fuck out of here. You know?
He's a nobody. He can't be belittling. I don't know.
I've always thought he was a nobody. He's still a nobody. I mean, yeah, fuck him. He just comes off as such a dick. And some people, you could just tell. Like, you could just see it in him. You can just see it, like, when he's at the award shows, he just looks like he's an asshole. He just does. And it doesn't hurt that, like, I'm up all night reading shit. Everything I've read about this guy is pretty bad, so.
What about Beetlejuice 2?
Yeah, that could be good.
I didn't read, it's coming, but I didn't read up on it. I don't know who's supposed to be in it or not.
If it's not Michael Keaton, I'm not watching it.
This, Tim Burton is making it, which I guess.
Then he'll have Michael Keaton back.
Okay, because he made the original, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, it's all makeup. Yeah. So there's no reason for Michael Keaton to not be Beetlejuice. He has to be. Maybe he's terrorizing another family. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Was he tied to that house? I don't think he was tied to that house. He was haunting him. He was haunting him for some reason. I don't remember, like, why he was in that house in a little train set, or like the set of the town that he made. But he made like a whorehouse.
I don't think they ever explained that, did they?
I think they might have. We watched it not too long ago. I don't know. I'm having a hard time remembering a lot of shit. But he was there at the Dietz's residence, you know, because they bought it after Michael Keaton and Gina Davis died or whatever. But Beetlejuice was in in that model set that he made for some odd reason.
That wasn't Michael Keaton. That was Baldwin, right?
Yeah, the one that Baldwin made it, but he was like living there. He was always there.
I can't remember why he was there.
Who knows?
But I mean, if they bring him back, then I'll want to see it.
Oh,
even if it's a different family, I'll want to see it.
I'm not watching it without him. He was the movie. He was great. I just think it's going to look a little cheesy because, like, nowadays everything looks better, and I think it has to look the way it looked in the 80s with the crappy animation for it. That kind of, makes sense, I guess.
No.
I don't want to see this high, overly produced thing.
They're gonna fuck it up. They're gonna do what they did with it, and he's gonna be weirder than he was back then.
Make him look the same. I want him to look all like with the dirt on his face and shit. Yeah, that's what I want. Make him look disgusting.
Pus coming out of his head or whatever the fuck it was.
Shit, it's coming out of my freaking head right now. It's coming out of my fucking eye. Ugh. Nightmare on Elm Street's gonna have Robert Englund back.
Is that guaranteed now?
Yeah, that was guaranteed. So they're doing another one with him coming back as it, which he never should have not been Freddy, even though I did like the other guy.
Because that's another one. Yeah. It's nothing but makeup. You don't see his face.
It's makeup and a voice, and Freddy didn't do anything crazy like the man's anything. He didn't do anything crazy. He didn't do like backflips and stunts. He was just a regular dude that killed you by swinging his arm. Anybody could do that.
Yeah.
But Robert Englund was Freddy. Let him just be Freddy. As long as they don't make him funny. Like, maybe like a little side joke here and there. But I did like this guy's portrayal to Jackie Earle Haley. I liked his. It was a very good movie. But Robert Englund can't go back to that fucking goofy Freddy shit. They can't write it like that. We need a writer to make it like a horror movie again.
But are they restarting it, or are they just going where they left off?
They gotta go where they left off.
Why? Because it's him?
Yeah, it's him, and it just... People know. It's like you can't just wave your hand and be like, okay, none of this ever happened. We're gonna start fresh. Like, no.
Well, they keep fucking doing it with Spider-Man and shit.
Yeah, well, Spider-Man's going to do something pretty cool. I think they said something about Tobey Maguire.
I know, I saw that, and I can't remember. It began with an M. I can't...
Multiverse?
No.
Or Doctor Strange, too. He might be in that, too, in some kind of multiverse thing. Where
I don't...
he sees Spider-Man, but it's a Tobey Maguire version in that world. I guess they work together.
Yeah.
Supposedly people have been asking for that guy to come back. I don't know why. I thought he was the worst. I thought the Spider-Mans got better.
I did too.
They always got better.
I liked him as Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And then Garfield, was that who came next?
Yeah, Andrew Garfield.
And I thought he was amazing.
He was really good. So
good. And then this one came.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, oh my god, and he's my favorite.
For some reason I keep thinking there's another one in there. Like a fourth that they snuck in.
Oh, well, if
but
I
don't think there was. But I for some reason, I feel like there was a fourth person.
They definitely got better. And, like, Tom Holland, I thought, looking back now and rewatching, because once in a while you do catch those movies on. Mm-hmm. Ass. Those movies were ass. Yeah. I didn't like them. His stupid fucking face that you brought up with the interview with John Tagg, like, his stupid freaking face and his stupid hair.
Yeah,
and that one was it Spider-Man 3 where he was acting like he was the shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I hated that one. That was the worst.
They would play music and like, oh my god, get the hell out of here. I didn't like his Spider-Man at all.
Spider-Man 3 sucked. Spider-Man 3 was the worst.
They should have never fucking made that movie ever.
Yeah, there was a lot of it, and I didn't like that sleepy-eyed bitch, the fucking bad guy in that, the one who's always high, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh,
the one who played Harry Osborn. Yeah, the one who can't keep his fucking eyes open to save his fucking life. Like, dude, come on, man. You're at work in movies.
James Franco, that's his name.
Oh my god, it fucking hurts so much to open my fucking eyelids for 2 seconds.
And after doing that, he became, a serial killer on General Hospital?
Yeah.
Like, that's how far he fell.
Yeah, they put him on General Hospital. They made this big deal, and he just lost interest. And then they had to cast somebody else to play the role that was meant for him. Because he made friends with, I guess, one of the soap stars on that.
Stupid.
I don't know how the hell they even were in each other's orbit, because you're a soap star. You're not supposed to be anything. You know? It really doesn't happen very often. I don't get it, but... What else? You got any other movies?
No, but I found out about the TV show. You know how I brought up like a week or two ago that The Walking Dead was coming out with another spinoff?
Fucking A.
And I was trying to figure out like what the fuck it was, like, because I couldn't figure it out. I saw the preview and I didn't recognize anybody in it, and I have no idea what the whole premise is. It's called World Beyond, and it's only going to be 2 seasons. That's it.
Oh, good. At least you're telling you.
Yeah, but why? So why are you bothering to do it? What story? This is my problem. Well, what's the story you're trying to tell? Are you before? Are you after? Like, why is it only 2 seasons? Like, what is the purpose? Why are you bothering to make it? 2 years,
I need to know more about it.
I don't understand.
I have to know more. Like, what's the time frame on it? Is it?
I don't know,
before,
but because I know that it's only 2 seasons, I'm not even going to bother. Like, why am I even going to bother? It's only going to be a few episodes, and that's it.
This Walking Dead shit needs to go. It needs to freaking end. I know that they said this is supposed to go for like 20 years or some shit. Like the one guy kept saying, "Oh, this is it's a universe where we're going to turn this into a whole thing now, like a Disney. How Disney's got all these different Star Wars things going on." I know they kind of wanted to do something like that, where there's just all these different worlds, which it could work, but you can't. I don't know. Like the main show was just so fucking bad, and then they came out with the Fear of the Walking Dead, which was kind of decent. But that main show just dragged everything else down to the point where I'm fucking zombied out, man. And I love zombies, but I'm all zombied out. I haven't watched in years that freaking shitty show, and it really pushed me away, man. They just went so far away from the comics, but still staying loosely tied to the comics, but the characters that they killed off, and I just lost so much fucking interest. And I know they said, "Oh, don't get too attached to your favorite characters" in the very beginning, but there was something magical about the first like 2 to 3 seasons where you have these characters you care about. And then you start getting rid of them, you're going to lose fans. And that's what happened to that show, and the ratings are showing. They tanked. It's still like one of the highest rated shows.
They killed Glenn, and they should have never killed him. They should have never killed him.
He had to die eventually, but the thing is like, if you're going to screw around with the show and keep some people and get rid of others, they could have killed someone else. I don't know why they didn't.
He's not one of the ones that should have died.
Yeah.
You know how many people I don't like on that show?
Well,
and
the show's not tailored to keep you happy.
Well, it should.
The thing was like they had a really good thing going, but and then this whole stupid thing with Rick, is he dead, is he not dead, because they had to appease this dumb asshole.
But I don't care.
He doesn't want to be
I didn't
part
like
of it
him
anymore.
anyways. I liked him in season 1 and I think season 2, but he got on my nerves quick.
I never liked him.
Real quick. And I don't care for him. I don't miss him off the show. I don't miss Maggie, surprisingly, off the show, because she started to annoy me. I wouldn't miss Michonne if she left the fucking show because she's so goddamn annoying. Although I would want Judith to stay. I love that little bitch. And I think she, she'll be awesome. But, like, there are certain people that I just want to fucking... Like, people are dying left and right and, like, whatever. Just fucking kill the right people. Because I'm getting over it.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know how the fuck you're still watching that show. I really don't get it.
I don't know, but it's in 2 weeks and I'm excited. All that bitching I just did, and I'm excited for it to come back.
Oh my god. I'm excited for it to end. Their last episode. They just,
Will you watch the last episode if you know it's the last one?
No.
Really?
No.
Not even to see how it ends and how it wraps up?
I have less than zero interest in that show anymore. It's just, I just don't give a fuck. I'll read the results of how it ended, but I'm not gonna waste a minute watching that show. I have no faith in them doing anything right. It's just not good. And from what you were telling about the one guy in Beta, like falling on a flight of stairs and coming back.
Oh my god, he fell. No, it was an elevator shaft.
And he still lived like fuck.
He
this
fell like
fucking
10
show.
fucking stories.
Fuck this show.
And then stood up at the end like he was ready to kill someone. And I'm like, okay, so he's invincible. You can't kill him.
Who the fuck is he?
So Daryl's fucked.
Bray Wyatt.
At this point.
What the fucking A, man. That show, I'm over it.
I don't know. Alright.
Entertainment news you got for us? Any other talking TV show points?
No, not TV shows. I'm done with the TV shows and all that.
Okay. It's always the same TV shows we talk about, because that's all you watch.
Well, no. I talked about movies. I talked about one TV show.
That show's just...
You just don't like talking about Walking Dead.
I hate it. Dude, I would rather do a wrestling podcast. Like a once-a-week wrestling podcast. I'll talk about The Walking Dead for 5 minutes. That's how much I hate that show.
Oh, I wanted to bring this up.
Uh-oh.
And not about the person. So I want to make that clear. Not about the person in this story. And I'm not going to read the story. It's the headline. Because I know you and Big Ray are going to love this. So it says, Liam Hemsworth must be an arms day, totally yoked after a workout.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they're showing him, like, all yoked up.
Oh, that's
right?
great.
And I'm like, I thought it was some made-up fucking word that you did.
I didn't make it up. Someone at my old job told me about it.
Now Big Ray is now saying it, and it's constant. It's a constant thing between the two of you. Who's yoked more? You guys are both posting pictures in Discord of your yoked arms. And then I go to TMZ the other day.
You saw that fucking word.
And Liam Hemsworth is now yoked and showing his yoked arms to everybody.
God. Well, I guess that's. I guess it was always a thing. We should do this thing where like the people at work would teach me like a word, and I would try to incorporate it somehow into the show.
I know, I missed that.
Yeah,
you did a couple words.
Yeah, there was a couple, but yoked, yacked, that was a good one.
And clapping cheeks.
Clapping cheeks,
which became clapping it out. Yeah, I'd rather have clap it out than clapping cheeks, because clapping cheeks is
beating
just disgusting.
Beating cheeks. It's another one. So fucking weird. We got to go to the grocery store, man. And we went the other day, but
we don't got to go to the grocery store. We got to go to Dollar General.
Fucking Dollar General or Walmart. Oh my god, I fucking hate those stores. I have to get a black shirt for work. It's
Shit, that's right, you do.
I have to get a black shirt to wear, at least until my other
until your
shirts
come in.
But fucking A, man. Such a nightmare.
Well, buy a big pack.
Yeah, that's something to buy.
The biggest pack you can buy.
Yeah, because they'll be getting ripped off me very shortly, I'm sure. Fucking A. But yeah, the reason why I want to bring up the grocery store, because we had a very miserable experience last time. At least I thought it was a miserable experience. Because we spent a lot of money at the store, and when we're shopping, there's two things I dread. And I dread the self-checkout, because the cashiers at this Walmart are very slow, except for one who's not there all the time. And then you gotta fuck with those bags at the end. And it's bad enough that I gotta spend money at the grocery store, but now I have to be an employee as well, and I gotta like bag shit. And there's always someone just watching you, and it's just a weird feeling. It's very uncomfortable. Like they're watching, make sure everything gets scanned, which I understand it's their job and all, but that, and I hate getting home and having to bring shit from the car to the house because I feel like we're on display the whole time. Like people are watching to see like what you got.
See, you're weird. I don't think that at all. Like, who gives a fuck?
So if we were outside doing something, you don't think people are watching? Like you watch people and listen to them getting arguments and shit.
Oh, I will not do like no damn front yard work.
Yeah,
the front of this house. Like, I'm sorry, it's gonna look all weeded and stuff. I will not go because that is on display. But bring groceries into the car. We're out there for 2 seconds, grabbing bags and bringing them right back in. We're not really there. It's as quick as going to the mailbox and checking it and coming back in. I will not sit there and weed and plant flowers and like fucking.
There are people on this block that watch everything that goes on. Like that one lady. Remember that day we drove by and she stopped and like turned around and watched the car drive by? Like, what the fuck?
I'll never forget the time that I was out there and I was weeding and I was trying to get rid of the stupid white rocks that. Believe me, we still have hundreds of them. I was trying to get rid of the white rocks, and that annoying piece of shit old motherfucker neighbor, before he moved, was still here. 2 doors down diagonal, and he was out there, and he was talking to someone walking their poor dog, and she finally got away after like 30 minutes or whatever the fuck, and he just happened to spot me. I immediately got up. He didn't even get anywhere near me. I immediately got up, brushed my legs off, went in the house. Like, no. Like, this is not... Me doing yard work is not an invitation for you to be like, oh, hey, how are you? What's going on? Because... Like, how's the weather? No.
With that old man, he was the kind of person that would just interrupt you, and then you'd have to be minimum 45 minutes to an hour, lock down a conversation. God. And it's like, you see me doing this. I'm doing this.
The day he moved,
to get it done.
We were both celebrating. Because we
did a podcast immediately.
We did not want to leave this house. Because he would just... You started up the car, you opened the door, he came out. Like, it was the weirdest thing. The moment you stepped outside, he came out of his house.
Every single time. He tried to catch us. And they caught us once when they first moved in.
And then we learned real quick. We saw what was going on with all the other neighbors. I'm like, fuck this. Walking to the bus stop was like horrible.
A 48 pack of water in my hands.
He wants to have a conversation.
Like, dude, this thing gets heavy after a while holding it. Like, I'm not going to put this water down and just have a conversation. No, man. He was the one that we told the story where like he like rang the doorbell after he saw us.
And we hid in
our own house with the door locked. We hid.
In our house.
In our own house, in the hallway. And the kids are like, what's going on? What's going on out there? And we went and hid in the hallway, like scrambling around the house, running.
Because of that, like, I I won't do any yard work.
Yeah.
I just won't. Like, I'll do something. I'll step out there. I'll bring the kids back and forth to the bus stop. And I'll bring the garbage can down. I'll check the mail. Groceries, it's in and out. It's quick. Yard work, nope. Sorry, not going to happen. Because for some reason in this goddamn neighborhood, someone sees you, they have to, like, freaking make it known that they see you. Yeah. Try to make eye contact, walking a dog, whatever the hell they're doing. Like, no, I'm not out here for that.
This isn't open season.
I'm trying to make the front of the house look nice. I don't need to fucking talk to you people. Like, I wish we had, like, a nice, large white picket fence in front of the house, like we do in the back.
So nice.
It
would be so nice, but I don't think that's allowed.
I don't know, because we would be the only house in this neighborhood. I don't think it's allowed either. But, like, man, that would be amazing.
Oh,
we just lived in a big ass freaking shaded thing where no one could even look.
It'd be a dream come true, but that is very true, though, what you said. The people in this neighborhood, they see you and they have to talk to you. It's like, imagine being in those, like, New York-style apartment complexes where there's, like you walk out the hallway and there's, like, people out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Don't you? No.
I mean, even in this neighborhood, you drive your car down the street, someone coming from the opposite direction, they stop in the middle of the street, roll down their windows and start talking to each other.
Yeah. All the time.
Dude, you're blocking both ways of the street now.
Yep.
Fucking move your ass. Like, what are you doing? Very friendly neighborhood, but it's a little too overly friendly. So, what would you rather have? Friendly or freaking shit constantly happen? So, I guess I would rather have friendly, right? But, like...
Depends what the shit is.
At the same time, both can be annoying. I'm sorry.
Robberies, drugs, and shit, I'd probably rather have this. But if it's just, like, people fighting in the neighborhood...
We would listen.
I would rather have that because we don't socialize.
Yeah.
So I would rather have that happening.
I don't know. It's obnoxious. I find it's just over too friendly for me. Like, just don't block the road. If I'm outside, don't talk. If I don't make eye contact with you, just leave me alone. I beeline for that mailbox and beeline right back. That's it.
I never initiate conversation either. I never do. Never. Like, if I see someone outside, I will pretend you're not even there. I have no eye contact. I won't even look at you.
You do that in the store. The cashier will say, hey, how's it going?
Yep. No.
And you just, like, stare at your phone. I'm like, oh, it's going good.
Yeah. I just, no, I understand. Like, you're doing your job. So just do your job and give me what I want, which is silence throughout the whole transaction. Thank you for being fast and speedy. Get me the fuck out of here. I just don't want anything to do with it. And, like, if I'm messaging or text messaging someone, I never initiate the conversation. People have to reach out to me for me to respond. I never start that. I never do.
Yeah.
It'll be much later on in the day, and someone will be like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey. But I'm not the person that reaches out first.
I do, but it's very rarely. Like, if I don't check in with my sister for a certain amount of time and I haven't heard from her, I'll shoot a text. Or, just, like, it's very, like, my stepmother. I check in with her every once in a while because, otherwise it gets annoying. Like, today she texted me because I haven't reached out to her in a while. And she's like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I'm sick and I'm laying in bed.
Well, the thing about that...
she's like, oh... Okay, but like they text my parents text when they're drinking or they want to come over. So I'm immediately like on the defense. Like I'm sick. I caught whatever the hell these kids have. I am laying in bed. Please, like I just want to be left alone. I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
And she left me. She shot me like 5 more texts because she has to keep it going, and then that was it. But, like, yeah, like, it's very rare when I guess, initiate. I don't mind them coming in, but I don't like to bother people.
That's the same way I feel, too. I feel like I'm bothering someone. So, like, if I'm going to, like, text them or something, I feel like that person's groaning, like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
I'm the one that groans.
Yeah. And if I shoot you a text and you're busy, like, I'm not going to take offense if you don't answer right away. It's just like, but I do feel like I'm bothering someone if they're not reaching out to me. So
every single time.
I don't know.
I always feel like I'm bothering people. So yeah, that's pretty much that in a nutshell. But damn it, we just went way off the mark here. I was about the grocery store, and how we have to go, and we got to stop at Blue Walmart. So I'm already anticipating a horrible trip So get ready because we're leaving early. Because I don't care if there's a little bit of traffic for the workers getting to work in the morning, but I don't want customers in that fucking store when we go in there. I just want to get in and get the fuck out. So we'll probably be leaving early. Today's been a really shitty day, though. No alcohol today. This is the first day I haven't had a drop in a month, which is fine. I'm not shaking. I'm not an alcoholic or anything. But this has been a very rough month. But man, it's just been boring. I forgot how boring it was being sober.
It's fucking boring.
It's really boring all day. I'm bored. Just bored as shit. Even doing the podcast now.
Nothing's entertaining. No,
nothing. And it's sad. There's no enjoyment when there's not any kind of alcohol going on.
Yeah.
None. I was playing BioShock, which is not a great game, but it's keeping me busy. It's keeping me stimulated for a couple of days because if I don't have a game to play, I'm bored as shit.
That's good. Well, are you blowing through? Because you only got to get through one more week. That's it.
Yeah, I should be able to get a week out of both of them.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I should. The thing is, I'm sitting there playing it, and I have a routine. I'll start playing a little bit earlier in the morning, and then afternoon hits, I'll make a drink, and then after the first drink, I got a podcast going, listening to podcasts, and having a good time. And a couple hours pass, we record our own, or we do something, and then it was a good day, Today was just so fucking boring. I was just sitting in here playing this game, and I'm just laying here, fucking A. And I did the same thing I normally do, just without making a drink. It sucked, dude. It was just boring. And then now, after we finish, we wrap up this. Brian's gonna go right to fucking sleep because it's there's nothing else to do.
No, we definitely will. And it's only 8:30 or so. But yeah, I'm ready for bed too. I don't know, but
just really boring. I'm getting sick or something's going on here, and
I don't know. I don't mind during the day, when you're working and the kids are at school, because I'm watching my shit, and I like the quiet time. But it does get boring, day after day after day, and by the time you're off, I'm I gotta get out of this house. Can we go and do something? Can we just go to the fucking gas station? Can we just get the fuck out of here for 10 minutes? I need to get out of this house. And you're you used to hate that, but today you're realizing it is fucking boring as shit just sitting here staring at 4 fucking walls with absolutely nothing to do. So I get what you're saying. Where alcohol makes things better, I guess.
It does.
You're just fucking bored. I don't fucking know.
No, it's I don't know. It's not good to think that way because
no, and when I don't drink when the kids are in school or nothing like that. It's just but I do get bored if I'm through my shows and you're off to work. I'll clean or I'll do this or I'll do that. But it's and then what? Then I'm sitting here staring at the fucking talk. Yeah. I would rather not watch that, but there's absolutely nothing else to do.
Yeah,
and I'm not into video games anymore.
No, you're done. I'm not buying a system at all. When the PlayStation 5 comes out, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying a PlayStation. I'm not buying an Xbox. What I kind of want to do is trade them both in and get a Nintendo Switch. I think we would get more enjoyment. I could see you playing the Mario, maybe.
Are you sure? Absolutely sure we can use a regular controller. Yeah. I don't like that skinny
you can.
Okay.
You can get
and I sure as fuck don't like the two-handed crap.
No, I don't like it either. You can get a regular controller for it, but I don't know. I'm not buying a system. The next one, I'm so at the end. I don't give a shit if we never play DC Universe again. I'm ready to let that game go, and that's the only reason why we even purchased this PlayStation.
Because I was all into DC, hardcore, playing all the time, and then we bought the subscription or whatever, and all of a sudden, boom,
dead. Yeah, completely.
I don't feel but that's how it's always been with that game. It's a couple months on, a bunch of months off,
a very long time,
and then come back in a couple months, and then it's half a year. I don't fucking know.
I'm over it. I'm over that game. I can't wait to get rid of it. Seriously, what? I wouldn't mind doing that shit tomorrow. Dropping the system off and just fucking get rid of it and getting a Switch or something. I'm so done with it. It's not fun anymore. It just, I don't know if it's because we're older. It probably has a lot to do with it. Just older.
It's older, and the games that we liked a lot are dead.
Pretty much.
And it's not fun anymore. You need more people to play with.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm ready to let it go. Maybe if the new PS5 has like a bunch of MMO games coming out, like at least 10.
If they had another superhero one,
yeah,
I would definitely think about it.
Maybe.
Because that's fun, flying around. Like and you have superpowers.
And there's a lot of people.
Fun as hell.
There has to be a lot of other people, too. There has to be. What else you got?
I have 2 Florida Man stories.
Oh, boy. Lay 'em on me.
Are you ready?
Lay 'em on.
We haven't done this since, I think last year. So, a Florida man tries to start naked fight club at a Chick-fil-A. Florida man was arrested after he challenged others to fight and stare at his genitals outside of a Chick-fil-A restaurant. The 30-year-old man was naked when he was spotted early Monday morning, this is last Monday, in the parking lot of the fast food joint. One woman said her boyfriend called and said he was being chased by a man while riding his bike, challenging him to fight. According to the woman, the man stripped naked and yelled at the people passing by to stare at his privates. I observed multiple vehicles driving by while the man was nude and yelling, "Look at my dick." Deputy noted in the report. He was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and resisting officers without violence.
Jesus Christ.
There's something about... What is going on?
There's something about people having to be naked for some reason. And
what drug is that they... There is a drug. They're on something.
Flocka.
Something makes you have to strip naked and just act crazy.
I don't know what the thing is about being naked. I don't know why they have to be naked.
Well,
that's the question.
Maybe the clothes are itchy.
That's what I'm thinking.
The clothes are hot.
I'm thinking that's what it is. That has to be itchy, a combination of both. It just might be irritating to them where they just feel like they just have to be naked. I don't get it, but... yeah, drugs are definitely a factor in that. Okay.
So a Panama City man is behind bars after he crashed his vehicle into a bar just so he could steal a Dr. Pepper.
That's some good shit. Right? Dr. Pepper's good, man.
28-year-old man saw that the bar was closed. He drove his pickup truck through the front window. Once inside, he grabbed a Dr. Pepper out of the cooler, then sat down at a table and drank it. Police say he had a handgun in his pocket at the time and is facing charges of armed burglary.
Ugh. I thought there was a monetary limit. I don't know if it's damages or what you're stealing. But Dr. Pepper costs, 50 cents?
No, not anymore. They're like a buck. $1.25.
That depends if he's getting a single can or whatever the fuck, But still, it's just...
But why did he crash his car? You couldn't go to the fucking convenience store or a gas station to buy it?
Drugs. There's a lot of drugs in Florida. Drugs are pretty easy to find down there. Didn't I tell you the story when I was in Fort Lauderdale? Mm-hmm. And some random SUV pulls up and asks me if I want to buy cocaine. What the fuck?
That's odd.
Just randomly drove up to me and asked me, and they were college kids, so I'm sure there was some 21 Jump Street cop shit going on back then. I would have gotten thrown in the back of a freaking SUV, fed to the fucking crocodiles in the Everglades or some shit. Mm. I don't know. This was an interesting one. I was sober the whole time, and I feel like people are going to be like, next time, get drunk. That's what they're going to say. They're going to want that energy back, but I also think it has to do with the sickness coming on too, and I'll probably be full-blown sick. That's why we want to kind of record this one and put it out there. So we're doing this on a weird time, but we just felt like we should do it because I always get the same symptoms. I know I'm getting sick, and the kids both had the flu, so I know I'm going to get it, and I jinxed myself before talking about it, so I know I'm next. So I don't know. You have any parting words for the people?
No. I guess we're good.
Yeah, this is a shorter one than we're used to, just because we're doing it late. I'm getting sick, and I'm sober. So anyway, we have a couple different ways you can reach out to the show. We talked about how we're pretty bad at messaging, so don't expect a message back or anything like that right away. It is Twitter. It is at Voices of Misery. Facebook's Voices of Misery. Gmail is voicesofmiserypodcast at gmail.com. We do read those out on the air. Pretty much Voices of Misery wherever you can listen to podcasts or download your favorite podcast. You can find us at Voices of Misery anywhere. I think that's all we got. The Discord link is very hard to find, but if you hit us up on Twitter, send us a follow, we can send you an invite.
We have a link. What are you talking about? We have a link.
I hope it works. But the thing is, because I've been having to send it to people that don't want to join, I've been having to send it to them directly. So, I don't know. If you guys want to talk to us, you know where to find us. Please share the show, leave us a 5-star review and all that good stuff, and we appreciate you.